Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, social media world? It's your boy Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Y'all already know. Welcome to the page. Like and subscribe. If you're a rated subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you. Because you could be doing anything with your time right now. And I really mean that, because you can be. There's millions of videos you can be watching right now. So the fact that you're taking out a little bit of time, whether it be the 15, 20 minute, I appreciate you. Shout out to you wherever you at. Smash that like button. If it don't apply, let it fly. Forward it, share it, get that message. You never know what somebody's going through. Sometimes it takes the right message to make that shift, just to make a difference. It did for me. Y'all already know I'm all about self-awareness, self-growth, positive mindset. Ain't no fugazi, ain't nothing fraudulent. It's straight unbiased material. Y'all already know. So today I want to talk about life stories and how your life story, or I should say your past life story, doesn't define who you are, your potential, and where you can go. And a lot of us let how we grew up, our life experience, our life story, because let's face it, everybody has a story. You know what I'm saying? You got a story, he got a story, she got a story, I got a story. Everybody got a story. In everybody's head, they're the most important person on this planet. Everybody feels that way about themselves. Or at least you should be. You know what I'm saying? You should feel that way. Because it's a fact. But you're the narrator. You're the author of your story. Your life experience and what you've been through does not dictate where you can go. Sky is the limit. But you got to put that work in. Because if you don't put that work in, you're going to continue to do what you know or what you knew. You're just going to get better at doing what you've been doing unless something drastic happens. Sometimes it takes an alternating life experience for people to change. Don't wait for that to happen for you to change, because we only live once, social media world. We ain't on this planet forever. I think y'all fail to realize this. I think y'all really fail to realize this. We're not on this planet forever. There's no do-overs. Do not let your story, the life experience that you had up until this day, dictate the rest of your life. That's the past. I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson on why I'm so big on self-awareness, self-help, and self-growth. Because my life story, it's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure people had harder life situations than me, been in rougher times than I have. But I've been through some shit. And I'm sure you've been through some shit as well. Depending on your environment, your peers, the type of parents you had, the type of system, the things that they input into you. We all got a story. But don't let that define you. Because if I was to let my life experience and my story define me, I'd be dead or I'd be in jail right now. Those were the only two options. I came from a single parent home, from an immigrant parent, that single parent that had to do it all on her own. Couldn't afford no babysitter. Mind you, I was born in '82. I'm 43 years old, you know what I'm saying? New York City is not the same how it is now than when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different. It's a lot easier. We didn't really have that technology like that. You had to have common sense and you had to go off your own instinct and just trials and tribulations, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, Single parent home. She couldn't afford no babysitter. I grew up in a building in Flatbush, Brooklyn, with a building full of kids older than me that was about that street life. I grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of illegal activities, a lot of things going on, which I didn't know no part of when I was a kid, because I'm a kid. So it's just regular, it's a norm for me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know no better, you know what I'm saying? I was cutting school since the 3rd grade. First time I seen a courtroom, I was in the 5th grade. I was on probation in the 6th grade. Now, just off of that, you can imagine how the rest of my life went when I got into my teens. Facts, you know what I'm saying? I was a product of my environment. I was definitely into the streets. My mom didn't want that for me, and neither did she know, you know what I'm saying? She's coming from a small country, and now she's in the Big Apple. She don't know how the system is going. She's still figuring it out, just like I'm figuring it out. And she's an adult. I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was in my teens, I used to play ball. Once I realized ball wasn't for me, I did what most dudes who grew up in the hood do. You either got hoop dreams or shoot dreams, you know what I mean? So I put down the basketball and I started finagling in illegal activities, selling weed, robbing people who was in the game. Not proud of it, but when you in the streets, ain't no rules. Nah, I'm lying. There's one rule when you're in the streets. Is don't talk, don't snitch, don't talk to the police. If you choose to be and live that type of lifestyle, then you do the crime, you do the time. I grew up, that was my brand. Keeping it real, keeping it 100, keeping it a buck. So when you're thinking like that from 17 on, now mind you, your mind is still growing at 17, you know what I'm saying? So when you have that mentality and that attitude, I was destined to failure, you know what I'm saying? I was a product of my environment, but that was my life story, you know what I'm saying? And I could get deeper into it and tell you what I did and what I didn't do, and it runs deep. But I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'm not gonna glorify that. But it took me a while to kind of learn those lessons. Like I told you, I was in a courtroom in 5th grade, probation in 6th grade. Then as I got older, shit got more serious. Now I'm older, I can kind of maneuver. I think I know it all. You know how it is. You know that young teenage life. Now I was in the streets. So I did what I had to do to survive, because that was my mentality. That's what I felt like at one point in my life that I was actually good at. It's sad to say, but it's a fact though. I'm not gonna glorify it. I know if my moms and my pops see this video, they're gonna be like, damn, because they don't know. Because I was always a gentleman with it. I always had a job, always had one foot in, doing the right thing for their sake. Because they're immigrants. They didn't have that American culture mentality. Their mentality was work hard, do the right thing. They instilled in me morals, values, and standards. So when I was on my street shit, I was only violating people that was on some street shit as well. I wasn't violating people that worked hard, were civilians, were doing what they had to do to make it in life. So I justified it in my brain. My brain is like, okay, because I have moral standards and values, since I'm in the streets, I'm just gonna violate people that's in the streets. Because that's the code. There's no conduct in the streets. The only code and conduct is don't rat, don't tell. You do the crime, you do the time. So I justify like, all right, well, I'm still a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was like Robin Hood. Like I was stealing from the rich to give to the poor. Except the rich in my hood was drug dealers, hustlers, stick-up kids. So that's who I was targeting. That's who I was targeting. You know what I'm saying? And those who know, know. And if you don't know, it's probably because I was masked up. So you didn't even know who was getting. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, I'm not glorifying my past. You know what I'm saying? I came a long way and I had to change my mentality and my attitude and realize that I'm setting myself up for failure just because of where I came from and my life experience at the time should not negate who I want to be in the future. So I had to do something different. I got 2 violent felonies. I didn't learn from my first felony. You know what I'm saying? Still kept dibbling and dabbling, doing what I was doing because it was a slap on the wrist. Got 5 years probation. This is as I'm in my early 20s now, 19 turning 20. Still kept dibbling and dabbling. And then I caught another one. Second violent felony, not drug charges, robbery. And I was doing robberies on people who were in the game. It was not hard-working civilians. You know what I'm saying? That's how I justified my brain to still kind of, well, I'm doing the right thing because this is part of the game. You in the street shit gonna happen. And I'm from Brooklyn. You know how it is, man. It's not just a story. Brooklyn, we take money. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was when I was growing up. Now it's a little different. But life is precious. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that could have went left did go left, but I made the U-turn after my second violent felony. I did 5 years away for 5 summers, 5 birthdays, 5 Christmases, and I realized, listen, I got 2 felonies. Another third one, they're gonna case slay me. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been in the pen, you've been in hell, you've been upstate, you already know it's not the place where you want to be. It's that you don't get gratification. It's not a badge of honor because you did a bid and you went to jail. Doesn't make you real. No, it means you did the crime, you got caught, and you got locked up. That's all that means. Don't let people fool you like going to jail, going to prison is a badge of honor, because it's not. You got caught for your crime and you did the time. That's all that means. A lot of fake people. There's more fake people in prison than real people. So don't let people gas you up. You young dudes out there. This is for you young dudes, this message right now I'm about to say. Don't let the OGs and the older heads gas you up and make it feel like just because you got to do a bid to be a real dude. No, that's not the case. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? If you got caught, that means you was lacking, you was slacking, or somebody just told on you. In my case, it was always somebody telling on me. I was too on point, too smart. I never got caught in the moment unless somebody told on me. Then I got caught. You know what I'm saying? Life is precious. You young dudes out here are just taking lives effortlessly. And on some real shit, that's some coward shit. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't like if somebody took your mom's life. You wouldn't like if somebody took your daughter's life, your man's life, your girl's life, even your life. You know what I'm saying? But these little dudes out here, they're taking lives. They listen to all this drill music, this rap music, and they think it's cool, like it's a video game, like we playing Call of Duty. Just to be blaming somebody and taking somebody's life effortlessly with no remorse. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Shit get that real and hit the fan. Take it to the hands. Punch the dude in the face. Do what you gotta do. Don't take nobody's life. Now, if somebody's trying to take your life and you feel threatened, I'm not condoning it, but you gotta do what you gotta do because it's survival of the fittest. Somebody trying to take your life, I'm not telling you what you need to do or what you gotta do. You're gonna do what you gotta do. Because if you feel threatened, you feel scared, and really scared, like somebody's gunning, hunting you down, then you gotta do what's best for you to make it to see another day. But if it's not that serious, somebody told you to suck their dick, somebody stepped on your sneakers, somebody, whatever the case, these little dumb niggas is shooting and killing niggas out here for, it's really not that serious, man. Y'all need to really knock it off, man. Because life is precious, you know what I'm saying? God forbid you get locked for that crime, you going away forever. That shit is not cool in the pens, man. Somebody telling you when to eat, when to shower, when to get on the phone. Like, y'all don't really know. Don't listen to all these drill rappers and all this stupidness. Listen, half the shit the rappers is talking about, they ain't really did in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets. I was from the streets. Right now, I'm definitely inactive. I've been inactive for a while now. I don't want no parts of that, but I'm still a wolf. The wolf don't lose his fangs. I just calm down because it's not worth it. As you mature and grow older, you realize life is precious. I don't want to go back behind the wall in the mediums, the maxes, where your freedom is not really free no more. Your mind is free, but your body ain't free. That's not where you want to be. Neither do you want to be in the grave either. I know I'm just ranting and talking, but this is real shit. Your life experience, your story does not define who you are. You can always change that, add a new chapter to that. I'm a prime example for that. What I do, what you see me doing with these videos, never ever would have thought I would be sitting here in front of a camera having 107 videos. I didn't start doing social media until 2021. My whole life I was against it. I'm very incognito. I don't like the limelight. I'm not a flashy dude. Didn't want no part of that. But I know I wanted to get our message across. I know I wanted to bridge the gap between men and women and share my experience while working on me, self-awareness, what it did for me as an individual. But a lot of us feel like our life story, our life experience kind of dictates the rest of our life. And that's not true. I'm telling you that's not true for a fact. Because look where I'm at today. Right now I got a good job. I love what I do, speaking, blessing you guys with a message. Hopefully some of y'all take it in. And if it don't apply to you, let it fly. But trust me, things is not going to get better until you start doing better. You want things to change, you got to rewrite and reprogram that mind. And that means getting new information, not the old information that you've been going off of. You get what I'm saying? If I was to go off of what I've been going off of, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this video right now. Like I told you, I'd either be in jail or I'd be dead. And that's real shit. But I made the change. I turned my life around because I didn't like where it was going. And you could do the same. So this video, hope it makes sense. I know I was kind of all over the place, but your life experience, your story does not dictate you. You could change that story at any time, any minute. You don't like how your life is going? Do something different. Change it. You're the author. All it takes is shifting this. You might not be able to change your location in the moment. You might not be able to change your job in the moment. But what you do have control over and what you can change is the way you think, your mentality, your attitude, how you see life. And the only way for you to see something different is by thinking and doing something different. And that might mean opening up a book, because maybe you don't have positive role models around you. Maybe you don't have a good back network that's helping you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to take control if you want to do something different in your life. The power's in your hands, man. This is why I always promote self-awareness. It's all on you. It's your boy Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Remember, your life story does not dictate your future. You don't like the way your life is going? Do something different. Yo.